Hey everybody, welcome back to another movie review. Hope you guys been enjoying the content on the channel as of late. This is going to be a bit of a quieter review because it is literally midnight and I just finished the film being All Quiet on the Western Front, and I am just desperate to get my thoughts out about it because I'd rather not wake up tomorrow and have all of my thoughts, just gone. So I'd rather just put them all right now while they're still percolating in my head. So you might have to turn up the volume quite a bit to hear me, but hopefully you'll be able to hear me. So, and I'm gonna try to make this quick because I don't want to wake up anybody. So, but here we go. So, all quiet on the Western Front is an interesting perspective taken, in that it is about the end of the First World War, and it is told through the eyes of an innocent, a German, and they are having to see the ends of this war and seeing how everyone is collectively um, um, taking the gravity of the defeat and accepting that defeat and hoping to find their own path towards some kind of peace and some kind of future for themselves. And then this boy, eventually comes to realizing that his own self, and throughout the last months, just holds on to this hope that he will be able to survive all this and find some kind of way out. And it's probably been said a lot, I think, based on just the opening scenes of it, but the film is visually remarkable. It is a feast for the eyes visually, and it's visually driven in many respects. And it is the core factor that keeps the film going. And it's what really drives you to keep watching it. Because there's just image after image after image after image, and it is just a powerful film on a visual level. It echoes like that of a film that I've never seen, but I've seen images of, and I don't know why it popped in my head when I was watching it. But it echoed that of a film called Come and See, which is a very, for a lot of film people, it's a very famous piece of war cinema. And I have not personally seen it, but I've seen images of it, and for some odd reason, while watching this, I was reminded of said images, and I'm not sure if the film it acts on a similar voice of Come and See. I'm not sure. I have not seen that film, but don't spoil it for me. But for some reason, it reminds me of the images that I saw from that film. And beyond its visual strength, it is directed with such passion and fury and with such craftsmanship, and it removes any unnecessary prejudices, because with it being a German perspective, there is that worry that there might be prejudices that might be inserted within the narrative, and luckily there isn't any that I can find. And it's just, portraying a very humane story. It's about humanity. It's about people trying to survive, and it's no longer about politics or about warfare. It's simply about at least at this point, as the film is portraying it, the last dying forces that are trying their best to salvage any kind of hope, and just to survive. And through that perspective, I'm just very happy that there was no prejudices inserted, and that it just portrays it very naturally, and that it's just going through the characters and not judging the characters by where they're fighting, who they're fighting for. Because one of the things that I loved at the very beginning is that when we see the boy that we follow and the group that he is with, we see that they're all very much innocent people. You know, they don't have a bias or anything like that. They're just, you know, they just don't have any judgment to speak of. You know, like the person that we follow throughout the film eventually at one point helps a French soldier, and we see through his actions and how he sees things and how he feels that he has no quarrel with them, and he has no, you know, he sees no need to fight. So, and through that, as I said, we're seeing it through the eyes of such an innocent. The issue lies within the people that we're following, and um, that's where the film kind of is not at its best for me, and that is that we're not, while it is visually involving, we're not emotionally involving. For the characters are not as interesting as its visual strengths, because I mean, again, it's interesting characters to follow, but it's not as engrossing, and there is a distance felt within the characters that you're following. You're not as involved. You're more watching from afar than you are with them right beside them. And I feel that that was the real issue of it. And luckily, though, it is a minor one. Luckily, that it doesn't affect it greatly. It does try to overcome that, and I feel that it is able to move forward, or it's able to make steps forward to overcoming it, but it just unfortunately never gets to that point of overcoming it. But luckily, like I said, it's not a detriment. It doesn't completely take away from the craftsmanship that is of this film, because it is visually just powerful, and I think that it presents a very unique story, and is told with zero prejudice. That I think is an absolute win, and I think that it's just a very solid piece of visual storytelling that does have a lack in emotional involvement, and thus having characters that we are not that interested in. It's interested with to a certain degree and not all the way through. So it is a feast for the eyes, but I do wish that we had more interest in the characters. But like I said, it is not a huge issue with the film, because as it stands, it is just a visual beast, and the craftsmanship and just the attitude of the film I felt to be very, very rewarding and very very unique, and just very relieving. I'm just extremely happy that the prejudices that I was thinking that the film might hold were removed, for they're just extremely unnecessary, and that it is, as I mentioned it earlier, it is a story about humanity. It is a story also about defeat, but at the core of it, it is about humanity, and it is seeing the waking humanity from the German forces within their dying hour. And I think that story in itself is very, very interesting, and told, for the most part, removing the absence of emotional involvement. I felt to be just very solid, and it's a piece that just image after image just delivers, and I'm just very happy that the director chose to invest emotionally and not politically. So yeah, that's my thoughts on All Quiet on the Western Front. A very, very visually powerful piece, and solidly directed. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And that is it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more reviews in the future. And of course, hope you guys had a wonderful holiday. And that's gonna be for me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys can hear me. And until then, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.